There's an emergency. Oh, geez, is that another one coming?
Yeah.
Huh.
This might be an ambulance, though.
Well, what a fantastic way to start the day of going to see your college, isn't it?
Well, possible college.
My baby's gonna be a vet assistant.
Maybe.
Or x-ray tech. One of the two. Oh, they turn our lights off. Are these some Mormons?
Yeah. Sweet little Mormon boys.
Yeah.
Going door to door. This is their mission, you know. They gotta do this shit for 2 years.
2 years of going door to door? Why?
Well, that's your mission. You're not just... It depends on where you go. Like, my cousin went to Zimbabwe on his mission, but it's a 2-year-long mission. So, when he was in Zimbabwe, he didn't go door to door. He helped build schools and, like, teach kids about the Mormon faith, stuff like that. So, I mean, you're basically a missionary for, like, 2 years. And for some people, that means going door to door. It just depends on where you get sent, because you don't get to pick. So, like, my cousin went to Zimbabwe, but I've heard of other people going to, like, Las Vegas or, you know, here.
I know one dude I used to work with, he went to Brazil.
Yeah, so, like, those boys, they could have been from anywhere. They probably weren't from here.
From Washington?
Yeah, they probably weren't from Washington.
So they even send you out of state?
I just said that my cousin went to Zimbabwe.
Well, yeah, I get out of country, but I meant, like, geez,
yeah,
even out of state?
Yeah, Josh went to, like, I don't know, Las Vegas or something. And he's from Washington. Like, they don't keep you in your state.
Interesting.
They can send you anywhere they need one, basically.
So then what do they do about food and board and stuff?
That's paid for by the Mormon church.
Huh.
A lot of times they'll stay with, like, a host family or a Mormon family who lives there. That's all paid for. They don't have to pay for anything on their mission. That's all covered. And then when they get back, they're usually encouraged to, like, marry and start a family and stuff like that. That's kind of like them getting world experience or whatever.
Do they do these missions while they're, like...
They're 18 to 21.
Okay, because I was like, dang, so they just take a couple years off of school?
Well, the girls go younger. The boys go when they're, like, 19 or 20, I think. And the girls go when they're, like, 18 because they want the girls to get married and have babies. So they do it when the girls are young so that they can come back and still be...
ready to go.
Yeah, basically.
Ready to go.
Sure, ready to go. Yeah, so the girls tend to go younger so that they don't spend as much time out there, and the guys tend to go a little later. So, I mean, it can definitely get in the way of, like, college plans sometimes, but you do what you do when you're Mormon, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And they really don't get to pick where to go? So
No. Trust me, my cousin would not have chosen Zimbabwe. For 2 years not seeing your family, that's a long time, because you don't get to go home until 2 years are up. So, like, you don't see your family for 2 years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Well, they don't really see it as harsh, though. That's just part of their religion. It's part of what they do to prepare their young folk for, you know, a deeper faith, I suppose, and give them some life and world experience. It's kind of like how Amish cultures do, like, Roomsprina.
I don't know what that means.
It's basically like when the kids reach when Amish kids reach a certain age, they go out into the world.
Oh.
And then it's like a walkabout that, like, Aborigines in Australia do. Like, they go out into the world and they experience non-Amish culture, and then they decide if they want to go back to being Amish for the rest of their lives, or if they want to stay out in the world for the rest of their lives. But if they stay out in the world, they can't go home.
That's kind of sad.
Like, they can't be part of their Amish culture anymore.
It's kind of sad. Well, I thought they could, because I thought there was, like, a show where some people came back to the Amish culture.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure how accurate those shows are.
No.
They seem fairly scripted to me. I'm not sure. But you can get back in, depending. I mean, you have to have... I'm pretty sure you have to go through a long process to get back into the Amish culture. But, I mean, it is possible. It's just... It's very difficult from what I've heard. And what you've done outside, in the outside world, kind of affects it a little bit, too, sometimes. But that's just from what I know. I could be wrong, or I could be, you know, way off base. I'm not sure, but those are just things that I've heard.
Interesting.
From my knowledge.
Very interesting. The more you learn. when delinquents are cleaning up the road.
Well, I mean, must be a nice little change from jail.
Yeah, right? Juvie, jail.
Yeah. I'd rather clean up trash on the side of the road than go to juvie.